Hey guys, welcome back to Auto Repair guys. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. If you guys have a Dodge Dart, today's video will be very helpful video to you guys. Many of you asked us how often you should change guys your timing chain or timing belt. Now this Dodge Dart guys today, okay, Dodge Dart usually comes in 3 different engines, 2.4, 2.0 and 1.4 engine guys. Now the 1.4 engine, the turbo engine, this is a timing belt driven engine. According to the manual it says 150,000 miles. I'll never go that high guys. I usually go about 100,000 miles on a timing belt on a Fiat, maybe even 80,000 miles. Fiat, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep guys, the 1.4 turbo engine. That engine has been used on so many cars guys. Now the 2.0, it's a timing chain engine. So I'll definitely stay with us guys. We'll explain about the 2.0 and 2.4. This is the 2.4, but the 2.0 uses guys timing chain as well. So I'll explain what needs to be done. Now the engine is out of the car. Why? Because we'll be guys making at least 100 videos on that engine, and we can show you with a great detail where things are, how to do things. That way guys you have an idea, because if that engine is in the vehicle it's practically impossible guys. We do all that work to save you money. That's why we have more than 200 videos on every car we get at the shop. Our mission is to save you guys as much money as we can. So please subscribe to the channel and like the video. Let's explain now what you need to do about timing chains. So on the 2.4 engine guys, right here, okay, this is a single cam engine. You have only one camshaft guys, and this is the exhaust camshaft. You have the variable timing for each pair of valves on the intake side, so they feed guys from the exhaust camshaft right here. You have only one camshaft. So looking at the chain, practically guys, okay, it looks pretty good size chain. It's thick, it's a short chain. Having only one camshaft as well guys helps some because there is not so much wear and it grabs the camshaft in pretty good angle, so the chance to jump it's low, and to stretch is low as well. It will not stretch as easy as a double overhead cam engine. But you have that timing chain for the camshaft, and you have a second chain guys with a tensioner for the oil pump and the balance shaft on the bottom. Now even though this chain usually will not have much wear because it doesn't have so much resistance like the camshaft, I would definitely guys recommend one thing to do. You will need to replace your timing chain tensioner guys, the hydraulic timing chain tensioner for the camshaft. This is not a hydraulic tensioner, I think this is just a spring-loaded tensioner, but still guys, if you replace one, replace both of them. Even though the chains you may not replace them, the recommended thing is to replace them. What we usually do guys, we change our tensioner between 60 and 100,000 miles. I usually go on average about 80,000 miles. The chain, it's your opinion. I usually replace it about 100,000 miles for peace of mind. If you want to check the links, we'll have the links in the description of the video below. But if that tensioner fails guys, the teeth get wore out. As a result, it's not going to hold pressure when you turn the car off, because there will be no oil pressure to keep it stretched. When you start the engine, you may hear your chain rattle, and that's when it can jump the timing, so you have to be extremely careful. We'll go ahead and remove it and show you. This one has 80,000 miles and the spring already got a little bit loose. Not so much wear on the teeth. I've noticed that tensioners usually fail at about, on most cars that we've worked, usually guys 130 to 150, 60,000 miles. But those teeth guys, if they get wore out, that tooth get wore out, it's not going to keep the pressure, because what that tooth does, okay, when you start the engine, oil goes from here, that thing is filled with oil, goes in the little hole and pushes the tensioner out. And when you turn the engine off and you do not have oil pressure, that tooth is holding, okay, it's holding like that, okay, not like that, let me show you. Okay, it's holding like that so the tensioner doesn't come back, but if it gets wore out, it's going to go all the way in, and as a result guys, you can develop a rattle on a cold engine start, and that could be catastrophic. So my opinion, replace it guys, the latest 100,000 miles. I would recommend probably about 80,000 miles. If you have the engine with the belt, usually we go about 80,000 miles as well. So hopefully guys the video will be helpful to any of you having that setup. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to the channel and see you guys next time.